Okay, here we go. Back in the finals, R.J. Carmona, Chesapeake, Virginia, also known as Happy Feet, versus Scott Haas from Lancaster, Pennsylvania. Both tremendous players. Scott earlier won the hot seat match, and I always learned that the best chefs were not as skinny as pool cues. We're at Diamond Billiards, Midlothian, Virginia. Great pool tables, but superior food. My friend Linda and I split a couple of the entrees. We had the shrimp and we had the salmon, and they were both done to perfection. Grilled to perfection, seasoned to perfection. The burgers are sensational here. This place is lights out. If I didn't live 165 miles away, I'd wear this joint out. But then they'd probably have to reframe my house, as I wouldn't fit through the doors. But it's a great place to come and play. Tremendous atmosphere for pool, and the ladies just had a match, and now Scott from Lancaster, Pennsylvania, and the Action Pool Tour is sponsored by, among other things, George Hammerbacher, advanced level instructor, PBIA, out of Baltimore, Maryland, and that Diamond Billiards here in Midlothian on U.S. Route 60, just a few miles west of Richmond. Fabulous place. I can't say enough about how nice the people are when we come here on tour 3-4 times a year. Excellent, just superior venue. Technically, you see, if it would have taken R.J. Carmona to call that one frozen, and that would have been a foul. You see, if that one was called frozen, you see, no ball reached the cushion. That hit the one on the head like that wouldn't have counted because it never left the cushion. But that's part of some of the intricacies of pool. This is 2 rails, I think. Nice play from Scott. Scott got the best of RJ in the hot seat match about 3 hours ago. And they're playing a 1-set race to 10 for the Virginia State 10-ball title. The ladies just concluded with Janet Atwell of Tennessee winning over Liz Taylor, now in Northern Virginia, formerly a New England star on the WPBA Classic Tour. And Linda Shea, who was formerly Linda Haywood, and a 20-time Maryland state champion, and finished second in the world in the 1980s when she was on tour. Scott spun the one end, but misplaced his mineral. The mineral was misplaced. The cue ball was sunburned, and it sought the shade. Got some copper tone down there in the drink, and well, that's a pretty shot there. We had 50 men and 15 women teed it up yesterday afternoon around noon, and these are the last 2 gents standing. Chris Bruner finished 3rd in a great tournament. and we had a very, very nice field. They're just completing a second chance tournament, which is a feature of the Action Pool Tour. That if you had a bad day on Saturday in the original tournament, you can get in on Sunday for half the price and potentially get your pool freak going a little bit more. So RJ is in good position. This is a perfect half ball shot, center cue ball to bottom edge of the 10. A shot you live for. If you're a pool player that can hit him straight. RJ takes a 1-0 lead over Scott Haas. This is alternate break, race to 10. The Action Pool Tour is a regional pool tour that plays in this year only in Virginia, but we have played many times in Maryland as well. We have 3 different disciplines, 8, 9, and 10 ball. We conduct the Virginia State 8-ball championships right here in November, and Virginia 10 balls in February. The Action Tour and the regular stops features 5 different grades of player from pro to novice, all paying graduated entry fees. There are no handicaps in the event. Everybody plays even up on the table, no spots or anything. But like I said, the only thing that's different is the handicaps. You can, if you're a league player and you're getting bored with getting 5 and 6 shots a game, come and try some of these men and women out for size and test your game. You'll always note improvement when you come away from an atmosphere like this. That's a lovely play from Scott. RJ has got really not much. He's got to kick off the side rail.
And give him also for our champion of the second chance tournament, Mr. Greg Sabins. Greg Sabins, champion, ladies and gentlemen.
Also known as White Rice. He's known as White Rice. He's a member of the Philippine Mafia. RJ here, Raymart Lim, Nilbert Lim, Daisy, one of the wives, are all from the Philippines, and Greg is an honorary Philippine gentleman. he was married to a Philippine lady too. An excellent player. One day we'll see him in the finals in one of these. He's about ready. He's been playing well, hadn't broken through yet. Had a lot of high finishes on the regular tournaments, but this is looking routine as the sun coming up from here. RJ will just going late inside the 7 into a 5-8, perfect. Oh, what's this? He kind of flipped, kind of got a little bit Namby-pamby with that one. His cue ball was pointing in the side. He's got... He's going to have to masse it and draw his cue ball all the way off the rail and up table. He'll go inside the ball and try to go inside the 10 with the ticky. Sold out. Big shot for Scott. He needs to capitalize on this error. Well, he's still got RJ hoodwinked in there. He's got to just kick at the 5. I love it. What a place this is here in Q Master. Some of the best places you could ever play regular on this action pool tour. He's calling the 5 in the side. He's going to try to kick and stick with right hand English. Very skillfully and adroitly executed there by Mr. Haas. He might have a back cut on this 5. Looks like he does. And he's calling the 5 in the side. Maybe hit the 9 with the cue ball. Good third place finish, young man. Chris Bruner, terrific talent, excellent player from this greater Richmond area. Finished third, no disgrace behind these two gentlemen. You'll get them. Your time is about to come, young man. Without further ado, RJ Carmona takes a 2-0 lead over Scott Haas. Okay, let's see what happens now. We've got RJ has been breaking the balls well all weekend. The 5 and 8. Watch him in the side pockets. No, not this time. But he made the 3-ball in the corner pocket, 4 cushions, and actually has a fair scoring opportunity on the 1. That's a nice shot, I think. We'll play shape on the 4-6. If he can make the 2. Uh-oh. I don't know if he'll like this. He might. Chunked it a little bit. What? That was a pretty good opportunity for a safety. Got away from Scott. He was going to maybe call it a 4-6 carom. If he can't, maybe I'll make it a combination. Oh, this is looking pretty routine from here. Good, strong, high right ball. 3 cushions, center right. 6 ball in the side, 7 in the side pocket. Perfect. That's as good as it could hit. Shoots, drift. Shoot, drift. Shoot, drift. He's a good player, this young man, RJ, and Scott is an excellent player in his own right. They play enough games, it's always going to be close. Now Scott better make a good break shot and start his little miniature comeback. Good break shot. He's got almost all the balls upstream here. But not a real good offensive opportunity ahead of him, so it's time to play defense again, I guess. Superior shot. Scott RJ is going to maybe get 2 rails on this ball, get between 7 and 9, and play the 1. Good hit. This is 10 ball. All balls have to be called.
Want company?
Why, yes.
Yeah? Oh, I guess. I'll try.
Okay. We're especially honored to have in the booth with me Miss Liz Taylor, runner-up in today's ladies championship. How you doing, Liz? You doing okay?
I'm doing okay. How's RJ doing? And Scott?
Playing perfect at the moment. He got out flawlessly twice and capitalized on a misplay by Scott. But Scott, he's a very, very dangerous, accomplished player.
Well, he got himself into some trouble there. It was a tough shot.
Yeah, sure is. That was a nice field of ladies we had. We had 3 former WPBA Classic ladies. Was your name originally Liz, like Bernier?
Yes,
Is that how it was pronounced, Bernier, like the French pronunciation?
it is.
I've known Linda Shea forever, from Maryland, and she's anybody that can beat her has to really be able to play.
I know, I've been battling her for 20 years.
She's won maybe 25 or more ladies championships in Maryland in her long-time career, and
Great shot, RJ.
that was a beautiful shot. He's coming straight back on this one, I think. Well, I thought he might have. He's going to have to
It
turn
was a
it.
bridge.
Yeah, he wasn't built for this.
No, I don't know. Yeah, he's got to get the bridge.
Wilt Chamberlain might be using the bridge on this shot.
Nope, I think he can. He likes to put his leg up on the table.
Well,
Oh, he played it safe, a little too hard, I think.
the double kiss got him. But these diamonds sit up higher than those tables those tables in the regular area.
Yes, I had a difficult time on those short tables.
Good shot from Scott Haas. Needs to critically get back in this match, capitalize on an error here. He made a mistake, but it didn't cost him in that particular game. 3 games to 1 in favor of RJ. So where are you? You're living in Northern Virginia now, or
In Newport News.
Newport News? Oh, okay. Oh,
Yeah,
the Action Tour is going to be down there at Peninsula next month at as a bar table 8-ball tour stop we're going to have.
Right, 8-ball.
The Action Tour, like I was telling our listeners, features 3 different disciplines, and it's
Here comes that fantastic break.
watch the 6. No, he cut them a little bit.
Yeah, he did.
He was yesterday. I was watching. I've been here all weekend, and he was breaking in that second ball behind the 1. That's when you know you're really crushing his balls good.
And he didn't squat that cue ball this time.
No, he didn't catch it flush.
Yeah, usually he pops it up and it sits right there in the center of the table.
Yeah.
You know, adding 1 ball, playing 10 ball versus 9 ball, it seems like you're always stuck on the 1 ball right after the break. Just 1 ball makes such a big difference.
I'll give you some unofficial statistics. I've been in this booth. You see me. I very seldom left this booth, and I've watched a lot of good players break and attempt to run. I've only seen 5 total break-and runs in all the racks that I've seen with these semi-pro, pro players.
Really? Because I broke and ran 3 today.
But not,
Just not with Janet.
not on this table.
On this table, I broke and ran a rack.
And so did Janet.
She did, yes. She made 2 balls on the break and she got out.
But
Yeah.
but that was but I've only seen total of 5.
Wow.
And
Where we were playing earlier on the other table, there's a lot of traffic and waiting for the other tables and the other players as well around us. And it made it hard to get a rhythm, and it affected both Janet and I.
sure.
This table was much better.
Oh well, it's this is the top of the line to play world titles on tables like this, and
Yeah.
not that the other tables are chopped liver, because they're not, but
No, they still played very well.
but different.
The height affected me. I caught myself after my final stroke. The tip of my cue was shooting out to the left. I think that my body was somehow in the way. I didn't adjust to the height of the table.
Well, I can tell you, being an equipment, let's say I have my share of knowledge about equipment, that for the longest time, Miss Cuey, a little east of St. Louis, but that the tables are, the slate is supposed to be about 30 to 30 and a half inches off of the ground. And what they were doing with the Brunswicks when they were setting up new rooms beginning in the 80s with the color of money, they screwed the tables all the way down so they could get a lot of tables perfectly level fast, and they had a lot more women playing that were shorter.
Yeah.
And that combination, the table started to be only 29 inches, 28 and a half, as the legs were screwed down all the way to the as far down as they'd go,
Yeah.
so that they'd be nice and level fast. And
I just can't see even, there's some tall men here this weekend, and I never heard them mention it, but I think it's because they're used to bending over everything, that the height didn't make much of a difference for them, but I'm used to one level typically. Well, there's a surprise. I think he rushed into that shot.
yeah.
RJ's like, oh, I got this back.
He's got a nice natural come right at the 6 off of this angle.
Yeah.
Oh,
A misfire, that's all.
the bunt sign was on.
He just wants to make it more interesting, I think.
Well, I don't know about that. I think RJ is, he could just about taste the title on the horizon here. He drills it good and proper.
Yep, I told you he wanted to make it more interesting.
That cue is about as tall as he is. The original founder of this tour, Ozzie Reynolds, called him Happy Feet.
That's kind of funny.
Well, he's in business now. This is a 92% make.
Yeah, he likes it when he can really stroke through the shot.
Look at this.
He's just, I told you, he's just doing it so he can make it really interesting. He likes to get fancy with his cue ball.
We used to call them cue ball degenerates. Freaks.
I want to keep it as simple as possible, but I have paid attention to their shot making and how they go about a little different than a lot of people, you know. Oh, shoot. I was going to make this interesting, too. Oh. Nice stroke.
Scott had a hand that I saw him when he was a young man playing in a southern Pennsylvania tour back in the early 90s. The great cue maker Tim Scruggs had sponsored a tour through southern Pennsylvania, York, Harrisburg, Lancaster. And I first saw him as a young man, and I believed his hand was touched by God.
Yeah, you were saying that earlier.
Just seeing him and just watching, just like a duck in water. He looked just like with the pool cue in his hand when he was a young guy, you know. And
you know, as we grow up, we tend to complicate things, but he still shoots very well and has a very nice stroke.
Oh yeah. His son Thomas is up and coming in his own right.
Yeah, I saw him play earlier. He plays very well for only being, you know, competitive for 2 years.
Yeah. Well, he'll come down and get in this atmosphere.
His game will pick up really quick. Well, look at that shot. How pretty was that?
Yeah.
Just, you know, he's in the make the ball mode now.
He's in the back cut.
Oh, he's so good at this shot. He just has such a nice stroke.
Well, if the 5 ball seems to be the
It's the key ball.
he actually might be able to get 3 rails and come into the 5 ball with this shot.
Yeah, looks like that's what he did. How it works out, pretty
It
good.
came in a little high. He's got another shot to pop it from.
He's going to have to get up near the side pocket against the rail, I think, unless he tries.
He's shooting the break out from
Yeah,
here.
he's going to break it out again.
I think the 8 ball's I don't know if
No, I think it goes by the 8.
Yeah.
I mean, it's hard to tell, like you said, from here.
Yeah.
He's hesitating. Maybe it doesn't.
His angle's a little sharp. He's got to go down for that 6, and
Yeah, he could just bump into the top of the 6.
he's playing safe. He's sold out too.
It's very hard to see the angles from this side of the table
Sure.
versus being along the short rails would be easier to see it. It's a pretty steep angle on that. Yeah, he didn't like that angle either. I'm not in a hurry to give RJ bank shot. Yeah. Especially with the 6 right there.
He might just creep it off the 7.
I don't think he wants to touch the 7, but he shot it right into it. That was not a... I don't think he planned on it.
He just hit it bad.
Yeah.
That ball you almost back cut when you were near the end.
The 9 ball.
That 9 ball.
I thought I made that.
I couldn't believe it. The ball looked like it went uphill when it turned.
Because when I seen it going, I was walking back to the chalk because I thought I made it, so it might have caught a rut or something. I don't know, because I really thought I made that. The way I hit it, I just escaped the side pocket.
Yeah.
But I know that if I tried to shoot that one in the side, that 9, I just felt like that was a dead scratch. There was just no avoiding it being on the rail.
I don't know.
This is not a bad shot for RJ. He loves this back cutting. Well, where's this cue ball going though?
To the 6 and perfect.
Okay. You know, the colors of these balls they threw me off a little. I had to make sure I saw the number on them.
Well, these are balls adapted for TV and the TV lights actually, and
Well, maybe under TV lights where it's very bright, you could see them, but on your screen, it's really hard to tell what they're shooting at still.
yeah.
He hits the ball so well when he hits it with confidence and that nice stroke of his.
Oh yeah.
And he has such a nice light touch, so it'll just go off this rail and just stay right there. Yep.
He'd like to start every game from there.
Yeah.
RJ Carmona takes a 4-2 lead over Scott Haas in this race to 10 alternate break. For someone who's played in tournaments such a long time, like the both of us, I played for like 40 years in tournaments myself. And what's your view of the alternate break format?
Well, I know that people like to see people break and run and break and run, but this is a little more fair at their level, you know, to give your opponent a shot, you know, each time. I think it's fair, but, you know, I mean, nobody would gamble like this. The winner breaks, you know. You're not going to put 6-packs together or, you know, 5-packs or whatever together if you have to alternate break.
Right.
And people like to see that, you know. They like to do it and they like to see it.
Sure, you know, this was the first place I ever saw that start to happen 6 years ago when I started to do these broadcasts. I had both my hips replaced and I was pretty much done as a player. But
The WPBA was doing it back in 2009 and 10.
they're a little ahead of this then.
They were alternating breaks then. I'm not sure when they started doing it again because that's when I started playing again on the Pro Tour.
I had only one real question about the WPBA, you know, and they all conducted themselves generally beautifully
Yes.
and all. But the trouble was that they seeded these players and they seemed to have no confidence in the depth of the tour. They kept seeing the same 5 or 6 people that were almost grandfathered into the quarterfinals, playing local amateurs, by a local amateur, and you know, and
Well, that's how you have to start out to get on the Pro Tour.
sure.
I know I did and played them for years before I got seeded in the top 32.
Right, and but it, that's a nice stroke.
Mm-hmm.
But I was but watching ESPN and all, and you kept seeing the same half a dozen people
It's
over and
true.
over again, and
It's not an easy task to get up there when it's 64 players and have to play, you know, Allison Fisher first round, and you know, but you know, most likely after the first round you're not going to
play this off the 8.
run into a top player
I thought he might have played that off the 8.
in your next round.
Mm-hmm.
And that's, you know, I mean, probably top 48, you'll run into somebody in the next 12, you know, but
That 8 must go in the side. I don't know why he didn't play the 7 off the 8.
I think he's going to play the 9. No, he's got it.
That's why. Okay, never mind.
Well, I cut a 10 ball into the side that I did not like. I mean, I really didn't have to cut it, but it was so sharp.
He gets on a roll like this. and
He'll just run you over. It doesn't matter who you are. He's playing the table. He's not playing Scott.
Good striking.
Nice shooting.
5 games to 2. He's halfway home.
Nothing seems to really rattle him. Well, neither of them, but that sound funny.
I'll tell you who I ended up a long time, you know, like I said, playing in New England there in the early 90s. One of the best players I ever saw up there was that Nicky Vallejos.
Nicky Vlahos, yeah, he was incredible.
I played him at Mike X's in that tournament in
In New Bedford?
New Bedford at ACU Billiards. Yeah.
Yep.
They had a great, look at this break.
Wow.
And he's going to have to roll out. No, he's got the 2. The 2, okay.
Yeah, yep. That's a very nice break.
But he ran 6 in a row on me and just he was a great player.
What the heck is that? Oh. Well, if you're going to miss it, that's a good way to miss it. It's very close to the rail.
It's a dangerous
He's going to
shot.
play it thin and try to kick it back. Oh no, he's just tapping into it, so it wasn't frozen. Too smart.
No, that's no good. You can't go that way.
Yeah.
You got nothing but the law of gravity to your left.
Yeah. Janet found that out earlier when we were playing.
Yeah, I'm surprised you went with that.
Yeah, that's a nice shot right there. That's a great shot.
Broke the 10 off the 8. That was that was all around strong.
Yep.
He's got, looks like jails, institutions, and death on this kick.
Yeah, it'd be nice to go to. He's got that. What is that? The 6 ball. So you can't even go to this long rail and kick at it.
Actually, he'd have a 3-railer to come here, there, and back.
Oh, like a Z shot?
Yeah, Z. That's the only play I could see.
He might be able to. He's going to mass it around that 5.
No percentage. He's better off locking up a ball.
Yeah.
Use your inning the best way you can. If you he had a direct hit at it. What am I?
I know we can't really tell from this angle.
No.
It looked like the 5 was in the way to me.
Well, Scott still bought a shot from it, so high left ball to the 4 in the same pocket.
Right.
With a money shot here, 5-3 or 6-2.
And you just got to stroke it nice. Which he is very capable of doing. Almost jawed that. Well, he did, but it went in. Good speed.
Perfect speed.
Mm-hmm. Nobody likes being on the rail here.
He goes to mid diamond, first diamond, cross
The
table,
wall.
passes
The
side.
wall's in the way. He's up against the wall.
Yeah,
No,
he's got
it's-
an extra long cue.
Oh, well, that'll do it. Just gotta cinch it then. Take the long shot. Oh, he's playing a safe.
I'd get up there and call that frozen.
No, it's not.
Not froze.
It's not frozen. He might jump it if he gets out his jump cue.
You have to get up on the apple box and get the leverage on that bad boy. Not many are called and few are chosen.
Yeah, he's gonna get his jump cue. He's so talented.
Yes, he is. He is talented.
Fearless.
This him and Raymart.
I know.
Raymart had kind of an off tournament for him.
Oh, he's gonna kick to the rail first.
Jump to the rail.
Oh, he
He hit it.
oh, you know, the jump cues, they kill me. Everybody down here just uses them so well, and I cannot use them because of my shoulders, but
Oh,
I don't know that I would prefer them. I mean, I guess on occasion, maybe for a half ball or something hanging in the pocket.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
he
good.
one-stroked that one.
missed it by a mile.
At least a half a diamond.
The guy that taught me a lot. He actually could jump and make object balls, jump over other object balls and make them.
Well, I was playing someone the other day, and he double jumped 2 balls. He jumped one, and then it bounced at the table and jumped over the other ball, and nearly made his object ball. That was really impressive. I wish I had that on video. But for the most part, I prefer kicking at balls. I feel like I have a little more control of what's happening with it.
It was an old player that a guy named Champagne Ed Kelly that was one of my original mentors
Oh.
from the 60s.
Yeah, I don't know. I wasn't playing then. Oh,
No. He got careless.
And that was his one stroke. I mean, I know he does a lot of one strokes and makes them, but it was just too quick. He's got to bear down if he wants to win this, and
Yeah.
he's very capable. He's done so well this weekend.
He might just shoot and stick and play safe.
I think he has the shot. He's going to go to the rail first.
No, I got him shooting and sticking behind the 10 and going up table with the 8. In this spot, he's got to win this game. Not how pretty it looks, it's just the
He's
win.
going to, yeah, he had it. He had it.
He stayed down good. Yes, he did.
Nice
It's
shot.
kind of hard to tell on our angle.
It is. We should be down the end of the table.
Yeah. 5 games to 3. That's a big game there.
Yes. Yes.
But Ed was world champion straight pool one year. He was world champion 9-ball the next year. 1 pocket was his best game.
Wow.
He was one of, and when his days were like Luther Lassiter and all from the 60s, Joe Balsas.
UJ Puckett.
He was, E.J. Puckett was actually a little older. Ed just died. He was 80.
Oh. Yeah. Well, I think I met UJ Puckett maybe.
He might be closer to 90.
UJ Puckett, I met him like
Uh-oh.
35 years
Looky
ago.
here.
Yeah. That's not a good time to scratch.
It's a good time to all of a sudden be 5-4 with Scott on the break shot. Just like that.
It's fairly, it's rare to see RJ scratch. He usually has very good control on the cue ball. He's got a,
How long you been down Newport News way now?
since the end of December.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I
Not that
just started
long.
playing again. Then I hadn't played competitive pool since 2012.
Well, all I can say is just welcome to the region.
Thank
and,
you. It's wonderful here. I mean, the pool, the people, the amount of people playing pool here is just tremendous. In Massachusetts, you don't see this.
Not even the next state up, Maryland. It's Maryland in the mid 1980s.
That was a very nice
Yeah.
break.
They had four zip codes that each had 4 pool rooms in them in Baltimore County. It's 3 you could walk to, and the one from one to the other. They were all so close, and they all did well. But the casinos ruined them.
Yeah. Well, I don't think casinos are good for anything but casinos.
Yeah.
They're the only ones making money, really.
This is a big game here. Let's see. Yep.
It's a wild swing at that. That's what it looked like.
Well, one of the quirks of 10-ball is that, RJ will shoot this, but if he would have been hooked, it's a safety coming around the horn.
There's a good shot. There's go to the short rail, maybe light and kick it down, leave the cue behind the 3.
Yeah.
So
I like that shot.
ideally, it would be a nice shot, and so much easier to say than do.
It's going to be easy speed.
Yes, but okay, yeah, that works too. Very nice. Just catch a piece of it. Might be frozen.
As the old comic strip guy used to say, could be.
I could put my glasses on and tell you.
Around the horn,
Yeah.
behind the 10. Didn't hit it.
Oh, yeah. I think
He
he's
had,
still.
he had all that space long on that ball.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's going to be stuck dead to rights here. Hit this straight away and just stick the cue ball.
He's going to go the same path.
I don't understand this.
Oh, that was nice.
That's going to work.
With that, the way he hit that, it could be the only place that he was trying to get to. He didn't have much spin on it.
Nope.
It's a nice shot.
Yes, it was. I thought he was just going to just shoot head into it and stick behind the 3.
I don't think he had the full ball to hit at.
Okay, well that.
And here we go. Right back at him. I think RJ's apologizing because he didn't play that.
He bellied him up on the deuce too.
And that's what you have to do with people that jump now. You stick them right on it so they can't jump over it.
Yeah, they'll suffocate you.
I have to do that. That's what I tried to do with Janet. A few saves that I started to play on.
He's got a 2-railer coming in the back of that 1 ball, I guess. Right hand English. That's his only shot I could see. This way is.
He's very good at kicking, Scott. I seen him make one of these earlier, and they're so close. It's a great shot.
Good hit. He's getting rolled up on that 5 ball, or go behind the 4.
The 10. Oh, all right. Just
None
that
of
is a
both.
little strong.
Yeah.
He hit that 1 so full it slowed the cue ball down and it sped up the 1.
Mm-hmm. This is what happens with 10 ball, though. You can get out of stroke with these funky racks like this. 9 ball, the layouts are so different. Whoa!
He fired that one in pretty nice.
That was the hand touched by God there. World championship caliber shot there.
Yeah. If we could just all play completely relaxed like that and make balls the way we know we can, everybody would be a champion.
He might have drawn straight in on this 3 ball.
Yeah, it's hard. He looks pretty straight, but it's so hard to tell from here. It's hard to predict what he's going to do. I think he's looking at the angle with a force follow. Nice.
He
nice
might have
stroke.
to play the corner.
Mm-hmm.
With the high right, but then he has to beat the 7.
Yep, he did, but he just one-stroked it.
Yeah.
You know.
That's too bad.
And these are the shots that we say, on hindsight, I could have taken 2 more strokes on that. Looked at it a 3rd time,
Mm-hmm.
That's not bad. It's just distance. Yeah, the man that made that double jump and jumped over 2 object balls heard me talking about his shot. Yes, Brad, that was a very good shot.
I knew one guy that I played on tours, that a guy named Russell Parsons from Wilmington, Delaware. He had a pool room up there, and he had developed a jump cue with like a rubber tip
Really?
at the end of it. And he was double jumping them.
Wow.
Drove us
can't
to
imagine.
distraction.
I can't imagine trying to hit the cue ball with a rubber tip.
It was a rubber tip.
The phenolic tip is just brutal anyways. It's, for me, using that with my break cue, if you don't hit the center of the object ball, of your cue ball, you spin, especially with the measle balls, you could see every time I break, I'm not hitting the center because all my power is getting lost in the spin.
Right.
I don't care for them, and I just can't imagine rubber. Rubber might be better for me. I don't know. It might stick to the cue better.
That's a nice looking opportunity here to even this match at 5 apiece. Just has to stay down here.
Yep. Just play his game.
Just shoot it in the side and let the cue ball go on the side rail.
Oh,
Why did that?
well, it was pretty. It wasn't a lot of angle. I think he liked the control better of his cue ball that way.
It's like we got a race to 5 now for the title.
Just a few mistakes and your lead diminishes.
Sure.
And hopefully RJ will find his gear again and let go of all the missed opportunities there, as Scott has done.
Well,
Time.
Well, I'm gonna give a shout out to a couple of our sponsors, and we're at Diamond Billiard Room, a great room. Next month we're gonna be in Newport News, Virginia, on the Action Pool Tour at Peninsula Billiards. Nice place to play. Valley bar tables, but they keep them very, very pristinely, and they good place to play. Tons of room.
I'll be right back.
Sure. Miscued or dropped his hand or. Good shot here. Ugh. Good shot. Wow. That's a Raymart looking break. Boy, I've never seen that one before. Have you? No. And then those two balls are locked up. Yeah. Ugh. Three-railer.
Somebody's gonna have a chair. I don't want to take your chair. I don't want to come. Hey, Chris. Chris.
That's tight going through there. Very tight. Another dry break. Didn't strike him well at all. Just like he dropped his elbow and cue ball went forward. Might be calling the 9 on the carom. Soft and easy and what a shot. Scott's catching gear. Here's the money shot right here. Get correct on this 5 coming. 1, 2 cushions to the 5 in the side pocket, I would say, with the high right ball. That's right where he's looking. It's kind of straight on this 4, but I think he can more than veer it out enough with the right English to get 2 cushions and get a reasonable shot on the 5 ball. That's a great shot there. Maybe a little bit past his mark. He's going to have to play the 6 from up table a little ways. That's a gruesome result. Wow, a tragic kiss. Well, this is an entry. He's called 10. Let's see what he does. No. Over chip to cheddar. We might be playing this rack a while. Oh, another scratch. Two fouls. He might get him on 3 fouls with 3 balls left on the table. And put him on top of the 10. That wasn't so good. Okay. Well, Tiger, he's on two fouls. Look at this. It just
Looks like he got away with it too.
Yes, he did. That's an awful tough combination. He missed a much easier one a minute ago.
That's a beautiful shot.
Yes, it is a beautiful shot. 7-6.
And anybody out there in the APT listening to this on, all the people out there listening to this on our stream or on Facebook or anybody, I'll tell you what, you've had a lot of different people sitting next to you, George, but one thing stays solid. You do a fantastic job on the stream.
Thank you.
Your knowledge about the game and everything that goes along with it is a definite benefit for what we're doing. And here we're 7-6 in the finals of the 10-ball championship. What a good place to be.
Another tragic kiss.
It's a wide open table here, huh, George?
Well, this is going to be a chance for RJ to get his stroke out and turn this game and this match into a race to 3 for the title. He's coming right back to the middle of the table. Oh, he hit that ball real chunky, just like the instructor.
A little chunky. It looks like he might have got a good roll there to play safe. What do you think, George, from your angle?
No, I don't think so at all. I think he's loving this. He had a rail first it now. His trouble is that this angle is so fast, Tiger, that he's going to come back on the 3-ball side of the 4 if he cuts his 3 in, because he has only a 16th to 32nd of that ball. Playing the slate high left English, he has to play to turn the ball at the hole.
Definitely not a gimme here for sure.
Oh no, his shot I like is the bank off the inside of the 6 and clear the pocket. Oh man, did he? He hit that. He has a hand touched by God, this guy. Good shot. I thought for sure he couldn't hold it. This is a monster game here. 8-6 in a race to 10. High right English. Uh-oh, did he make a mess?
Looks like it might have rolled out just enough, George.
Oh no, you see what happens here if he gets to the 7 correctly in the side pocket, coming 2 cushions. 1 cushion. Inside English, that's a great shot. Nine must go past the 10 based on the position he played. That's what I can't tell, you know, is can't see all that the player sees, but
Hard to see all these angles.
oh yeah.
But his stroke is looking really good right now, George.
Scott, yeah, he had a tough scratch in the last game. But now he's back on top, 8-6.
It's a stroke.
Brought my phone up on the bench.
Last thing you see it live will be Scott Haas. Alright, see you.
Steve, take care.
All right, bud. See you later.
Still dry on the break. The Mojave mesh. Dry.
Yeah, at least he left him long on this one.
Probably push out here. Or try to come in back of it, kick and stick. Oh, he,
Went for the shot. Not like he's on a roll. Went for it, George.
yeah, but he gives RJ a real first opportunity here. I don't know if the 2 passes the 9. Doesn't look like it. No, like I said,
Come off the roll enough. He did.
I'm 70 years old and I still got 20/20 vision, but I couldn't see that unless I was behind the shot.
Nice and thin. Did he get a kick and a roll? He's fine here.
Oh, he's fine. This is perfect. He either plays the high left 3 rails or he comes back 2 rails. That's the high left
And
to
another
3
ball.
rails, and he chunked the ball and left it gnarly.
An intentional foul there. Yeah, the angles are hard to look at sometimes, George. I thought he could spin that around there, and evidently he didn't have enough spot
That
to
was
do
a
that.
great shot he just hit because he tied up the 5 and 7.
Got him out, but you got to get lucky on a breakout like that. Looks like he's got a little work to do.
Well, we know the 9 is it doesn't have the 5 hampered because the last ball went past it.
That's right.
He has to make a ball now, or he just has to play safe and come off the right side of the 5 and go down near the 6. Thin 5 and go down near the 6.
That's a real big shot at 8-6.
Uh-oh, look at
The
that,
safety
the
and
bunt
didn't hit it
sign
good at
was
all.
on.
Oh, it's leaving him a few options here. Nothing real easy, but I don't think he expected to get back to the table there unless he played safe, huh, George?
Right.
Things are starting to get a little tight.
He might cut the 5 across to the open pocket if he can't hit it. No, he called it. He's going to lose his toy.
And a scratch.
Misplaced his mineral. The cue ball was sunburned and it sought the shade. This is a monster here. Get on the hill at 9-6 or be 8-7. It's a.
What do you think's going through Scott's mind right now, George?
He's in the moment, Scott, and I say this. I'd say that he's looking at the 8, 9, 10. That's what he's looking at. First 3 should be no problem.
He's playing very patient pool all weekend. He's the only undefeated player in the field still.
Mm-hmm.
It's looking good. Sometimes these last couple are the hardest ones to get, though, huh, George?
Oh, yeah. High left ball. Yeah, he draws it off the rail and gets a slight angle on the 8. He's getting his line of sight.
Gonna try to get the cue ball right back where it is for that 9 ball, George.
He's gonna play the 8 and 9 in the same pocket, I believe. He's gonna draw it off the rail and get a slight angle on the 8. Looks like he's about straight in on it. He's going to go 2 rails high left to the 9 in the side pocket.
Oh, routed that one home.
He overcut the ball slightly, and that was his last turn and a half past the. If the 9 goes in the corner pocket, he's home free here.
And he hung that one up.
Oh, he concedes
Conceded the
game.
game. The way this is going, I wouldn't have conceded anything.
No,
Not at 8-6.
no,
It's a big, big win there for RJ on this game.
no. That's a shame.
Don't like seeing that neither.
No.
Not at this level.
Hit.
So we're back to 8-7. Scott coming to the table after missing a straight-in shot. We're just talking about those last two games being hard to get, George.
Yeah,
This is going to be a big mental game for him here after dropping
he
that
got
dead
caught
normal.
watching the cue ball.
George, I want to tell you, it's a little intimidating. I got Raymart Lim sitting on my left shoulder here, the winner.
He's so treacherous, this
I tell
Raymart
you.
Lim. He's so evil that
He's an undefeated champion at Q Master Billiards and stop number 1. You were there, George. You've seen the talent.
sure. I've seen him many times. He's a sparkling young man, a great player.
We're hoping he takes his talents to the BCA championships this year. His team's definitely won a trip to Vegas. We're hoping to enter him in a lot of events and take home thousands of dollars if he is able to go on that trip.
He's going to play the 5 in the same pocket, come around with middle left, 2 cushions. Didn't hit it quite. He might even pocket the 7 as well with a 5.
He didn't like it, George.
No,
didn't like it.
he hit a little quick. Watch this. He's called the bank. He's going to play the shooting stick and play the position and the bank and the safety. He gets, watch the 8 coming off the sweep off the 3rd rail. He just played a long straight in 7 to shoot and stop. This is the tournament shot right here, the money ball. Right?
You called it. You called it, and I said it earlier. Those last 2 are hard to get. Should be very interesting coming down here.
That's ideal there.
That was a pretty shot.
We're going to have a race to 2 for the title, it looks like.
Nine and a 10, and we're all tied up. This is what it's all about, George. This is what it's all about right here.
Eight. Yeah. Scott had the title in his grasp.
9-7 would have been a real hard horse to overcome.
2 in a row. 2 in a row. It gave up the game before in this one.
You know what, George? One of these days we're going to get Raymart Lim on this microphone. One of these days. So he can share his knowledge with a game along with you.
He doesn't
You
know a
gotta
thing.
get
All he has is ability.
He's a shot maker.
He's a tactician too. I know he can play. He doesn't just shoot good. He plays great too. He plays his game. He doesn't play my game or anybody else's other than his.
When the
And that's
movie-
all we can do is play our own game and our own expression.
We're trying to figure out who's going to play him in a movie that's going to come out about his life. We haven't found yet who's going to star in that
Get
movie.
RJ to star as Raymart. Raymart plays RJ.
That could be good too.
Oh, look at this roll.
Definitely doesn't go by the 4. This is one of the few I can see, I
Safety.
think.
Accept it.
Think it goes, Raymond?
No, safety it's going to be. Accept it. It's sort of awkward. Might have left the count on the 2-4.
I think we'll play the same safe, Raymond.
Nice speed control there.
George, you hit it right where Raymart said he would. He gave me that look. I bet you've seen many, many great finals of all the matches you've watched. Any come to mind, George? If you had to pick one, or is that too hard to do right now?
I've seen about 5 that were had fantastic finishes in it, and this might be one of them. The 2 very evenly matched players.
It's going to be a big shot here also. And a scratch.
The
The
spin.
210 is lined up pretty. Does he go for it here? Does he go for it here?
You rest assured.
Gotcha. 210 combination will put him on the hill, and he's looking at it. George just looks like he's got it lined up pretty good. He drills it. He drills it. No doubt about that. 9-8, and RJ's 1 game away from a
1 game away
state
from Virginia champion. That's still a little early for that.
Still want to thank a couple of sponsors that helped us out. George, we had a lady all the way from Modesto, California, sent me $250 to put into the tour for this one. Lady did business with me back in the day, knows probably she won't get anything from it other than a thank you from me. So I really appreciate that, and we're working on some other sponsorships. The guys are playing for more money than they've ever played for, and George, we've almost got it paid back up. And once we're in, we'll be able to show some love across the board. But I think after this tour, we're ready to go, and I appreciate you hanging in there with us.
Well, I'm just, I love the sport, but let's say that I also appreciate reality.
That's right. That's right.
This has
It's been a real learning experience, I tell you, and it's mostly been really, really good. The community of pool players in general have been really nice. We had 60-some players in Norfolk and Virginia Beach at Q Master Billiards, and coming here, with the second chance tournament, over 80 players playing this weekend. Some of the best players around.
Sure.
What an incredible shot there. Got to throw it out there and kick it and see what happens. That was wonderful. Wow.
He's got to cross bank the 2, but he might not be able to beat the kiss. I don't think
A hard time getting that cue ball out of the way.
Don't think he can beat the kiss, though. I got him playing safe to the bottom rail. Well, banking the ball up and playing safe behind go behind the 7 or one of those balls. He's got to jack up and play bottom left a little bit. That's it. That's the shot I like, right there. Gotta come behind the 7. He's gonna try to stiffen this bank.
He's gonna make it the other side.
Can he beat the kiss?
If he hits enough low on it, he should get away with it.
He has to beat the kiss. Oh man, he
What a
crossed
great
it.
shot. Not going to leave himself much on his 3-ball at all.
Oh, he did all
Off the
right.
rail.
He did fine.
He's going to have to run it all the way up the table. This might be where that safe comes in, George.
He's laughing and shaking his head.
What a great shot.
He's having fun. Wow.
What an incredible shot. It's 3 in a row here.
Getting tougher and tougher now.
He's
Yeah, got a
about
length to the
straight
table
on the
4
floor.
with a 5 on the rail. They're all speed here, George.
He's gonna roll to the first diamond past his side pocket.
Hold on, George.
First diamond to the side
I
pocket.
tell you what, you'd have won some money on that one. That's real close, isn't it?
He's gonna play the high
Yeah,
left.
because you've seen a couple of these shots, George.
High left. He's going to come to the 6 in the side pocket.
Got a kiss there, and I think he got away with it. But he's going to leave himself a lot more difficult shot than if he wouldn't have touched that ball.
He's going to cut the 6 at the side pocket across and back of it, and go up around the 8 and hide behind the 9.
Knowing this could be your last shot, this is a hell of a shot coming up, George. And he's on the rail on top of it.
He's going into the side pocket off the cut in the corner.
The
it
cue's
looks
hitting the
like.
wall. Wow.
You see the corner to his right, the side to his right.
That's what I was looking at.
That's the one I'm concerned with. See what he does.
Well, here we go.
Played the
George, he
side.
tried here. He might have caught a break. I can't tell if he can get by that 8-ball. If he can, this may be over.
That's tight.
And remember, before we get finished here, our next tournament's in March, Peninsula Billiards. If you don't think these guys can play on bar boxes, everybody out there in TV land, I've seen these guys play on short tables too. It's incredible, incredible.
Yeah, Mike has a great pool room down there.
Good
They
people,
got
good
like 8
place.
feet between tables.
Yes,
He
plenty
didn't
of
get
space.
piggy and try to stuff more units in his facility.
Here we go, George. Went for the combination. Does he get a roll here? Does not.
Oh,
I'll tell you what, nothing's coming easy here.
it sounds like the Ringo Starr song. You know it don't come easy.
That's right.
I tried to help you out, so you don't worry about Shane.
Looks like he might play safe here. He's barely
There's no
touch it.
light about that.
He's going to barely touch it here, George. Send it down the table. What a great shot. What a great shot. Chris Bruner's come up to the broadcast table also. Chris had an incredible tournament too, George.
Yeah,
Knocking Brandon Schuff out of the tournament. Danny Mastermaker, all these people back to back. He had a great, great tournament.
he's a tremendous player. There isn't anybody going that has any more natural ability than Mr. Bruner.
I think he's officially back now after taking a little time off.
He's young. He could afford to.
I think Chris Bruno's only like 22, 23.
Nothing like being 22 or 23. I'd like to be 22 or 23 again.
He's born with a pool stick in his hand. But here's a kick shot from Scott. Could be the tournament. Oh, missed it completely.
It looks like trouble.
This could be Title Town.
I might be breaking into my litany.
There you go. Yeah,
And,
maybe
and my
time for it.
litany is this: the condemned man ate a hearty meal.
Got by the 10 ball. And just enough to raise.
Perfect.
Okay.
He's going to be on a 9 in the side pocket.
Rolled over. A little bit deep, but he's all right.
He's going to come right over the spot and end up right in the middle of the pool table. Come off the bottom rail and be flush in the middle of the pool table.
Two balls for the championship.
Go cue ball right over.
9 ball.
Oh, and he missed the
Dogs
ball.
to 9 ball. Wow.
Oh man! The warden was taking phone calls.
Got him right before the meal was served.
Right?
He's still got a tough shot here, doesn't he?
Oh, he's good.
He's good here. A little top follow out too.
He wasn't ready to shoot either. He had already relaxed. This is when the ball gets missed back.
Oh my goodness.
And safe
Did he
behind the
get it?
10.
Oh, wow.
Alcoa presents
Never born here.
fantastic finishes in the world of pool and billiards.
Well, the title was in his hand. It can come back in his hand with a little jump shot here. If not,
He's checking the wind currents over the 10, making sure there are no crosswinds.
what an incredible shot. What an incredible
Let's see what happens
shot.
here.
He will get another bump for the title. And he gets a bump for the title. Still not
He's going to
gimme.
go relax a second.
What an incredible jump shot at 9-8.
That was a fantastic finish.
Incredible.
This one isn't in yet. These balls are close together. A lot of high left English. Funny things happen.
We have a champion. We have a champion. What an incredible last 2-3 games. George, it's a pleasure sitting through here with you. What an incredible match. I hope to do it again soon.
R.J. Carmona, another member of the Philippine Mafia, takes it down by the score of 10 games to 8 over a valiant effort from Scott Haas.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, give a warm round of applause for our second place finisher in the state championship, Mr. Scott Haas. And our champion, let's give it up to Mr. R.J. Carmona.
Chris may need the ladder. Okay, let's go back there. Okay.